On August 2nd, 95 athletes from across our great nation will embark upon the city of Winnipeg with the goal of winning the Jenny Kyle Cup National Lacrosse Championship. Watch all of the action live on Red River Streams, bringing the game to you. The action starts now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the last game of the round robin here at the Jenny Kyle Cup, hosted here in beautiful and slightly windy Winnipeg, Manitoba. We have an exciting matchup here between Team Alberta and Team Saskatchewan. Up currently during this tournament, Team Saskatchewan has lost all three of their games, hoping for a bounce back here against Team Alberta for positive momentum into the play-in, while Team Alberta is 1-2 with loss, 2-1 with a loss to Team BC. And here we have the draw. Officials making sure that we're all set up nice and ready to go. I'd like to introduce myself, Noah. I will be the play-by-play commentator for this matchup. Also, on the mic we have James. So if James would like to say a quick word to the viewers at home.
Hello everyone at home. We're hoping to have a good game today.
Alrighty, and now we start off quickly here. Team Alberta quickly into the forefront, heading up into the attacking zone. Missed pass there. As we got number 5 from Team Alberta, Lola. Number 6, excuse me. Good around, turned over, picked up by Saskatchewan. Here's some positive momentum here from Saskatchewan. Bringing it up. Looking for seam, looking for a pass. No pressure too much by the Team Alberta. Now, as I speak, it happens. Picked up there. A little slash coming up across the field. They do have numbers, 4-on-3 as she runs down the field. Looking for an opening, looking for that pass. Will she take the shot? She shoots it, and she scores. A quick one for Team Alberta. Puts the game at 1-0 with 13:45, just 1 minute and 15 seconds into this matchup. James, what do you think of that start there for Team Alberta?
Well, I think this is very reminiscent of their game earlier today against Team Ontario, where they came out right away, and when they would get the ball, they would do long runs, and they would take the shot on net. I'm looking for Alberta to continue that strategy for the next 4 or 5 minutes, and then to start to pivot and look to make a pass after. But right now, I bet you their next few times they get possession, they're going to make direct drives directly to the net.
Yeah, that makes sense to me too. Official making the draw. Blows the whistle, and it's clean. Official deems that illegal, granting advantage to Saskatchewan. Picked up there by number 91, Kinley Watson, the runner from Regina. Attacking. Looking for an angle here. Looking for action. Looking for a pass. Getting into the fan. Looking for somewhere to go. You can see Team Alberta teetering on that line there. The attackers. Picked up there by Team Alberta. Nothing happening there for Team Saskatchewan.
Yeah, they were trying to move it around, cycle it around. They just could never find that opening to get in.
Ball's loose here. There actually is an errant ball on the field, on the front side here. Right there, down low, at the bottom of your screen. Thank you, Josh, for showing us where that errant ball is. But please, let's get it back on the play because there was almost a goal by Alberta. Production team gets distracted almost like a dog chasing a ball. And the throw and the goal is scored by Team Alberta. That is number 18 from Team Alberta. That is Kennedy Payne, the midfielder. Real nice shot there, James. What do you think of that approach? What do you think of that play?
I think it comes back down. They're taking the shots early. They're not looking to make that first pass. They're looking to get those balls onto the net and try and put it in the net early. What we saw against Ontario was that worked really well. And then when Ontario started to react to that and they started to really close in on that shooter, then it left other players wide open. I sure hope somebody does grab that ball from the edge of the field. I'd hate to see somebody step on it. And Alberta wins the face-off.
Quickly off the draw, here they come. Same strategy we've been talking about. Met with little resistance there as she enters into the fan. Looking for the pass, cross crease, and a save.
Great save.
Incredible save by the Saskatchewan goaltender. Very, very nice by Morgan Campbell. And here we go, transition straight into the attack. She gets by the defender, takes the shot, and a big save. The rebound kicked out wide. That was a great attack by number 24, Gabby Torres. She is actually a resident of Manitoba, James, but she happens to be closer to the Saskatchewan provincial team, so she plays out of Saskatchewan. But that was a great run after the goal, and the official has thrown up the flag, decides to pull it back, deeming that Alberta maintained their advantage despite the foul on the play. They're moving it around the fan, identifying, moving that. Cutting to the middle, takes the shot, and it's a goal. Goal for number 42 from Team Alberta. That is, in fact, the attacker, Cameron Courage. Cameron Courage scoring her first game here. So, James, what we saw right there, we saw three Saskatchewan defenders show some resistance, but the resistance was seemingly too little for Cameron Courage. What does Saskatchewan need to do? They gotta put more pressure. What do they need to do?
You know what? What we've seen work really well for some of the stronger teams in this tournament is they really stand up at the edge of the fan and they don't let them enter in. And essentially they're standing up and they're saying, you know what? If you want to get into the fan, you're going to have to get hit and you're going to have to be willing to take that pressure.
And immediately, once you have finished your discussion, we have another goal there by number 18, which is the great Kennedy Payne, midfielder. She brought that from the middle of the field all the way to the net. Great goal by Kennedy Payne.
And she faced very little resistance as she tried to cross into the fan, and essentially she just had a free walk into the goalie.
My fault for the apologies on the scorers table there. Our official scorekeeper was missing a few goals. He's now on the job once again. If he misses one more, he may get fired. As we come down here the field, again, Alberta immediately pressuring Team Saskatchewan in the defensive zone. Right into the fan. That is picked up there by Saskatchewan. She's now looking for a lane. Number 4, that is Kaylee Danman.
Great job by number 6 to cut her off on that.
Sure thing, but the official deemed there to be a foul. Advantage granted to Saskatchewan. Feel free to comment. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for.
In our earlier game today against Ontario, Alberta seemed to have a lot of fans watching from home, from the beach, from all over the place, even from some other significant tournaments that are running here across our country. We'd love to hear back from you guys. If you're still tuning in or you're tuning in again, let us know.
And here comes Alberta.
Alberta making another push here, trying to get into the zone. Someone open wide in front, and there's another goal.
Real nifty there. Number 5 is Chloe Tookshire, the runner from Radville, Alberta. Very nice setup by her teammate. She really had a simple, easy put in there. Not too much work she had to do. Unfortunately for Morgan, that was too difficult of a save to make, and it was actually my mistake. It was not a goal by Chloe. It was in fact a goal by Lola McConaughey. Apologies there. Misread. Wrong score sheet. I know Lola's grandparents are maybe watching at home, so our apologies there for the misspoke. I misspoke, and Lola scored that goal, the 5th of the game. Saskatchewan into the attacking zone, and it is stolen but then scooped up by Team Saskatchewan. They enter into the fan. They got a clear lane here. Let's see if she can do something. Oh, sorry, I misread it. From my angle, it looked like she was going right on the net, but she was in fact behind. Here you go. They're around the fan. We see some movement.
I'll say this, Noah. This game, Saskatchewan seems significantly more engaged on offense than they have been in their previous 3. They really seem to be getting some actual pressure on the Alberta defense.
Certainly, as we approach the 5-minute mark of the first quarter, it's nice to see, And that's a great play, great stick work. In fact, actually, that's not a great play. That was a foul. The referee had blown it dead. I thought it was a pretty nifty move to knock the ball out of the Albertan head.
The problem is that the stick work came too close to the head of the player.
For sure.
And anytime that stick is up around the head, the refs are going to whistle that dead.
Surely. Certainly, right?
Certainly.
And here is an opportunity for Alberta outside the fan. The pass inside left uncovered. And a great save, incredible save by Morgan Campbell, the goalie from Team Saskatchewan. But Team Saskatchewan immediately under pressure. A nifty turnaround to lose and evade the 2 defenders. But there is immediately 3 Albertans. But she evades the pressure and maneuvers her way up the field. Impressive play by number 2, Amy Brown, the runner from Swift Current, as she moves up, surveying her options, looking for the play, looking for the move. Nifty footwork there to evade the defender. As
Very
she approaches,
nifty.
she finds a lane. She's inside of the fan. She shoots, and it is stopped.
But a whistle early.
We could really use... Alrighty, so they deemed it a penalty. Amy will start outside the fan, have an opportunity here. She chucks it, and it is saved. Good save by the goaltender Cameron DePalvia, number 34 from Team Alberta.
Excellent pass.
Hopefully you can hear the Albertan faithful. There is quite a number of them outside of our booth here. Inside of the fan, and that is just too easy, too simple for number 18 from Alberta. That is in fact the great Kennedy Payne, her 2nd goal of the game. She's looking very efficient here, trying to earn her way up top the goal-scoring leaderboards. And what I want to know, James, what do you think here so far of Alberta's attack? Is Alberta's attack sufficient? It's really the only team we've seen give Team BC any sort of problems in a matchup this weekend. So I'm really wondering, what do you think of their attack so far? Do you think that's going to hold up in a matchup, a potential finals matchup with Team BC?
Well, I think that right now they aren't going to have an easy game against Manitoba. Manitoba is going to put up a really strong fight against them. This is not going to be a walk in the park. But I'll say this, that if any team is positioned to be able to hold back that juggernaut of a BC team, it's going to be this team from Alberta.
Certainly I agree with that. Off the post! An excellent opportunity there for Team Alberta, but the post is on Morgan's side. The goaltender is going to have to thank the post later for the extra help on the save. But Team Alberta is immediately back on the attack, scramble in front of the net, bodies everywhere. Play is blown down by the third official. I am quite shocked no one has either kicked that ball, stepped on it, or seen it. It looks as though the official
might step on it,
may remove it, and look, he's
saw
going to
it.
remove it, and he removes it.
Hey!
We're very, very proud of our diligent officials. It's almost as though he could hear us. He may have the Red River Streams YouTube going on his
in an
phone,
earpiece,
and he might have an earpiece, and that is possible.
Unlikely, but it is possible.
And
you never know.
Nothing's impossible, James.
I'm pretty sure that's unlikely, though.
But
the
not
ball
impossible.
is going
Inside.
in front of the net, and the goalie's got it.
Picked up by goaltender. Illegal usage by Team Alberta, Team Saskatchewan. Ball is granted outside of the fan for Team Alberta. Let's see. Are they going to go with a bull rush to the net, take a shot, or are they going to look for a pass to get a nice...
Well, I think you watch number 17 in the back there. If she breaks towards the net, that's the one who likely is going to get this pass. And they didn't go to her.
And over top of the net there, that was number 7. That was Elise Fawcett. Close, but no cigars on that shot. Moving it around the fan with about 5 seconds left in the quarter. As time expires, Team Alberta will be happily bringing it around, and the shot close to beating the buzzer, but she couldn't get it off in time. That ends our first quarter here at the 7 o'clock matchup here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, the Jenny Kyle Cup. It is 6-0 Alberta, and we will take a quick break here to visit some of our sponsors. And we're back here. We have the beautiful Winnipeg skyline. Our camera is still shaky. We got a lot of wind out here in Winnipeg, so it's pretty impressive. These girls playing out here on this field. The wind, I don't know how much it really affects the ball and the play, but I'm sure it it must be a lot more fun running with the wind than against it, especially on the offensive end. I could imagine that offensively it would be a lot of fun.
I feel like today we've seen a lot more misplays as far as the passing goes. That's where I think it really becomes obvious that the wind is really playing a factor in this game.
Certainly.
Real quick, I want to call out Colin Bentley back in cheering for Brooklyn. And also Brian and Judy, you guys are back. Thanks for coming and supporting. These ladies, I'm sure, appreciate it. And they are excited about the way that this is going so far.
Alrighty, well, we'll start with the draw to begin the second quarter. The referee faked out our timeskeeper. The draw is picked up after a bit of scrums by Ontario, or excuse me, by Alberta. Immediately in the offensive zone, off the post. Nifty maneuver there by number 18 from Team Alberta, Kennedy Payne. And we coming right across, and it is stopped. Infraction given to Team Saskatchewan, it appears. It looks as though Alberta will start with it outside of the fan.
Well, some of Saskatchewan's team members, like Sadie Johnson and her twin, Ella Johnson, have some fans back home in Carlisle, Saskatchewan.
Great shot there, off the fan, off the infraction.
Gary Johnson is one of those fans in watching this game.
Number 11 from Team Alberta. That is Peyton Riz, who scored that goal. Make it number 7 for Team Alberta. As we line up here for another draw.
We would encourage you guys, as you're watching this stream, reach out through the live chat and encourage those players on this team. Tell them that you're cheering for them and that you've got their back from back home.
Official correcting some of the maneuvers here on the draw. Team Alberta won the draw. Some scramble. It is scooped up by Team Alberta. I spoke prematurely. It is picked up by Team Saskatchewan. There was some juggling there, more juggling than you'd see at a circus with that ball. And now Team Alberta comes up with the ball, brings it across the middle, looking for attackers. They have numbers, coming up with speed, but an infraction was called. Play must start back there. I feel as though that would have been a moment where the officials should have let it slide. I might have missed something, but regardless, Team Saskatchewan's able to set up their defense here as Team Alberta comes up there. Numbers are even. Team Alberta is looking for an avenue, looking for a place to pass. As we pass the 12-minute mark of the second quarter, a little nifty give and go there, and she shoots and she misses. Misses to the left. Missed to the left there. Team Saskatchewan will pick up one of those spare balls. It's one of the cool things I noticed about lacrosse.
Yes.
I don't know if you picked up on that, James, but there's no chasing after the same ball. If you lose a ball, if it goes out far, there's a whole stack of them back there, and someone from the crowd is responsible to pick up that ball and throw it back into the area where it can be scooped up later on in the game.
It is not just actually at the end line. It's actually all along the sidelines as well. If you pay attention, there's actually like a ball every like 20 feet or something, so that these girls are not wasting time. As it's run time on the clock, they need to ensure that the game keeps moving.
It's why hockey is a poor man's lacrosse, because they could never come up with a great game, great rule to incorporate fast play into the great sport of lacrosse.
and specifically field lacrosse.
Exactly. Field lacrosse. I have heard that field lacrosse is better than box lacrosse.
It's what I'm hearing.
Until we do a box lacrosse live stream, and then I'm hearing box lacrosse is better than field lacrosse. I am a panderer. I pander to my viewers. Alrighty, and here's Team Saskatchewan on the offensive end. Losing the ball there is number 13, Ella Carlisle, but she picks it back up. Looking around, and good active hands. A block is called on a Team Saskatchewan there. It appeared they tried to set some sort of screen, and I believe the official deemed too much, too illegal. So Team Alberta will start with possession. Quick on the back, she is coming. She is going to knock that ball out. I can see it happening. And she got like an extra person speed there. Team Alberta tries to feed it inside. It is not there. Some shuffling with the feet, trying to pick it up. 3-on-1 here, getting chased down by 3 girls. Retaining possession of the ball. Great work. Loses it on the turn.
A little too much aggression shown by number 8 on Saskatchewan.
Comes, she's given a free lane. She's not picked up by anyone. Gets a shot off and puts it wide. I'm sort of surprised there by the move by Kayla Hobday. It appeared she had a free lane and she decided to cut it back inside. Maybe she had a different view. Maybe there was a defender approaching her. But from our perspective, it looked like if she just took 2 more steps, she would have had a free look at the goalie.
I think what may have happened there, Noah, is I think the defender from the far side.
As you're speaking, another goal by Team Alberta. That is from number 26. Brooklyn Carson. I believe that is her second of the game. And sorry, continue. What were you saying?
What I was going to say is on that earlier play, when she was cutting through the fan, it looked as though she was going to have that clear lane to the goalie. However, I think a defender came from the opposite side and started to get in that path, and which forced her to turn it inside.
Certainly. Yes. Right, we have Hawks. It's pretty neat. The Alberta jerseys have their names at the bottom. That's goal number 8 for Team Alberta. With 8 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second quarter, let's see if Team Saskatchewan can kind of turn it around here. Ball's lost. An official has blown the play dead. Illegal use on Team Saskatchewan's number 26, Sammy Ryu. Team Alberta approaches into the offensive zone, surveying her options, looking for cutters. Finds a cutter down the middle, picked up and shot, and a big save. Great save by Mrs. Morgan Campbell. Oh, great save, because that was a golden opportunity there for Team Alberta. Great cut, another great cut, another find, and another. Unfortunately, that one gets past Morgan Campbell. A great find there by number 10, I believe, Rebecca Reynolds, as she found the cutter through the defenders of Saskatchewan and was able to find a wide open man or lady to score that goal.
I would say that goal was exceptional, the shot, really, because she did not have very much to shoot at. The goalie had gotten over and had really cut off the angle, but she somehow did some sort of a jump move and was able to put it in.
There's something going on here. I don't know what's going on.
It appears it wasn't a goal.
It appears it was not a goal, and there was an infraction called. So Team Saskatchewan comes out unharmed, still down 8-0, but better than 9-0. Lost the ball coming across. Oh, returns to the area where there's more Albertan players. Picked up. Possible infraction? No, but play continues. Alberta comes down with speed. Crosses into the attacking zone. Looking for an angle, looking for teammates. It was unfortunately 1-on-3, so the play stalls as they look for more teammates down the field. You know, James, I see it sometimes here. It's quite interesting. Lacrosse is very fast-paced in transition, but it often slows down, the offense stalls, and it becomes much more methodical as the players look for alleys, look for crossers, look for cutters to try and score those tight goals right up near the goalie.
That's absolutely correct, Noah. What I'm seeing when I see this is as soon as they cross over the 30-yard marker, it really becomes clear that if they aren't on a big time rush where they have an opening to the goal, they'll just circle it out and then they'll cycle the ball around and get set up in their offense, knowing that there's only so many defenders that can come back and so many offensive players. So it just creates the opportunity for them to be able to really work a half court offense, basically like basketball.
For sure. All right, so speed coming across. She's gonna have a lane. Oh, and the foul.
The hard foul as
Hard
she comes
collision.
across from behind the net.
Good sportsmanship there from number 84, Sadie Johnson, making sure she's okay. But one thing I think that was happening there, I don't know the intentions, but they're going to say, hey, if you're going to come in tight to our goalie, we're going to make you work for it. It's going to be hard. You're not going to get easy runs to our net. Timo Better gets a free run. Finds. Pass is a little sloppy. Team Saskatchewan will gain possession here as we cross the 5-minute mark. Left in the half here. A little bit of a miscommunication here. Team Alberta's trying to scoop it up. They do. They find it across. Good tip by the defender there. Looks like number 19. Number 19 from Saskatchewan, Talia Fisher. Good use of the stick there to knock down the ball, eliminate that go-ahead pass. The official blows it dead. Good pass, coming across, cutting into the middle, and that is too easy, too fast, and too good from Team Alberta. The goal was scored by number 5. Lola McConney.
That puts it up to 9-0 now.
I'm sure Lola's grandparents are watching and very proud of her performance so far. I believe that's her 3rd goal of the day. Extends the lead to 9.
Yeah, Brian and Judy really got to be happy about that.
As we cross the 4-minute mark. Draws being initiated by the official.
Oh, a couple last-second substitutions coming on here.
Play is blown dead once again. As the officials try and determine here who's at fault and what the infraction is. I want to take this quick moment to thank some of our sponsors, Baltic Athletics, Gilles Lambert Pest Control, Book Peasy, and OxyFresh. They're 4 fantastic companies servicing different needs and different things for our customers and consumers. For sure, give them a check them out. As Saskatchewan gets the ball, brings it up. Here's some momentum here. They have a potential attack as they get into the attacking zone. It is number 21, Christina Peterson, loses the ball, and the official has deemed illegal there, granting possession to Saskatchewan with 2 minutes and 24 seconds remaining. Saskatchewan enters into the zone. Inside, and they scored. Big goal there by number 10, Morgan Chabot, the runner from Saskatoon. Impressive goal there by the Saskatchewan runner, Morgan Chabot from Saskatoon. Could be Chabot. or Chabot.
It's good to see Saskatchewan get on the board there.
Certainly. There's a minute 40 remaining in this second quarter. Saskatchewan all smiles there. You can see, so is the official. Most likely Team Alberta there too at the draw. It's great to see in the heat of competition. Girls are all smiling. Nothing but respect for each other in the competition and the great game of field lacrosse.
It's really respect for the sport itself.
Certainly. Advantage granted to Saskatchewan. Potentially Saskatchewan building momentum here. Most of the action has been in the Albertan zone, and there was a risky play by Alberta goalie Cameron. As soon as she exits out of that area, she is treated just like a player, and Alberta is going to have a breakaway here. Looks up. Does number 2 have it? She cuts to the middle, shifts sticks, and a great save! Great save by number 40 Morgan Campbell. Almost squeaked through, almost got through the 5-hole, but she was able to stop it from going in. We have 23 seconds remaining on the clock. Let's see if Saskatchewan has one last push in them. As number 91, Paige Mason, brings it up, looking for an attack. Sworn by Team Alberta. She cuts to the middle, has a chance, fires it. Good save there by Cameron. Solid goaltending there, James. Cameron is a rock back there in the Alberta net.
Absolutely. And there goes the buzzer for here in the second quarter. We're heading to halftime with a 9-1 lead for Alberta.
Alrighty. Thank you. We will catch you after the half. We are back here for the second half of action between Team Saskatchewan and Team Alberta. We'll start with the draw. Make sure the official makes sure it's all clean, nice, no foul play. Team Saskatchewan retains possession. Alberta steals it. Quickly into the offensive zone.
Just off the crossbar.
Team Alberta cutting towards the net. Has a free lane to the net, it looks like. Good play by Team Saskatchewan. Except no, it was not. Foul is given to Team Saskatchewan. Alberta will be given an opportunity behind the fan. These are quick, cool plays here. Morgan Campbell is prepared and ready at the net. And she's off.
Great save.
Great save. Shot is missed. Possession retained in Alberta's favor. Quickly cut to the front. Looking for a pass. None is there. No options available there. Ball's handed off to number 17, Kayla Hompte. As she cuts to the middle. Screen is set. And open look. Goal is scored, but a foul is called on the screen by the close official.
I don't think the foul was on the screen unless it was on the player who was trying to work through that screen.
Interestingly enough, they took away a goal to give them a free run, but who am I to judge? Picked up by Alberta, possession maintained. Good goaltending. Good save by number 40, Morgan Campbell. Looking like a rock there in the net. Across. And scooped up. Quickly thrown out. Nifty little move there. 3 Albertans on. Team Saskatchewan into the attacking zone. Due to the wind, the camera is shaking quite a bit. We apologize for that, but I'm simply a lacrosse play-by-play guy, not the weatherman. So fortunately, we are dealing with what we have. Quick attack here by Alberta. There may be a chance. As she comes in, keeps it, bounces it, and it's wide right. Picked up by Alberta. Immediate pressure by Team Saskatchewan as she comes across the front. She pulls up front, and the flag is brought up. No, play is continued. Play. The officials were as confused as the players, as I was confused. James, were you confused?
I was not confused. What happened there was a delay on the penalty, but they didn't lose possession. They were able to maintain and be able to get the shot on goal. The ref then put his hand down and said, okay, penalty's waved off, but then another infraction happened shortly after.
Thank you for the insight, James.
You're welcome. It's all about teams. Sometimes you just can't see everything, and it requires, just like the officials have 3 of them on the field, we have multiple people here in the booth that are keeping an eye on this to really be able to give you at home the full story of what's going on that field.
We certainly are a small team. Production team supporting us as we do the commentating here, the play-by-play. Next year, we're looking to hire a weatherman to actually control the wind. They are expensive, so we are looking for additional sponsors. So if you want to sponsor our future Red River Streams broadcasts, you can reach out to us at team@redriverstreams.com. But yes, we are looking for a weatherman. Alberta breezes it across into the Saskatchewan zone as we cross close to the 10-minute mark here in the third. Score does remain 9-1.
A lot of contact down low behind the net there. The referee was letting them play at first, but then eventually he had to just blow the whistle. There was just too much of a pileup going on. Eventually he awarded the control to the player from Team Alberta. Nope, it's hard to tell who he's giving the ball to. He hasn't. Oh, he's just throwing the ball up. A jump ball. We got the refs coming together to figure out what's going on here. Looked though that like he was going to give a jump ball.
Secondary and third official. They are forming a circle.
Gonna play old school dodgeball.
This is pretty neat. A jump ball. Oh, it is blown dead.
And now it is Alberta ball.
Interesting.
If anybody at home wants to tune in and let us know why that happened, that'd be great.
Alberta retains possession. Quickly into the fan. Nifty pass to the front, and it is off the crossbar. My goodness, Morgan Campbell is going to be sending that crossbar a part of her game check because it has helped her mightily in this match so far.
Absolutely, and each time it happens, she takes a second and taps that top crossbar, just knowing that the crossbar and the posts are the goalie's best friend.
Certainly. I want to thank Colin Bentley for the generous feedback. Nice commentary. We're doing our best. We're not.
Oh, great move and great finish.
We are not lacrosse commentator professionals and nowhere near adequate enough to be commentating these talented athletes. As number 42 from Alberta scores once again. That is Cameron Courage. And we appreciate the opportunity to be showcasing these phenomenal athletes, these incredible ladies playing out here in this wonderful game, and we're just lucky to be a part of it, lucky to be present here in this moment. And you know, James, it's given me a great appreciation for the sport of field lacrosse.
I agree. We just need to update the scoreboard, get that 10th goal up there. But yeah, now I agree. I've learned so much this weekend already about the sport of field lacrosse that I didn't know. And I feel privileged. Whoa, that was a big hit there. I feel very privileged to have been included in this broadcast and really just try and help make this special for the athletes and make this special for the people watching back home.
100%. And Team Alberta scores once again.
And as Team Alberta comes back, getting ready to get set up, have the draw again.
Extends the lead now to double digits. Alberta's first double-digit lead. And really, like Red River Streams is all about bringing the game to you. It's about providing accessibility for those who cannot come here in person, whether it's due to travel, age, health concerns. It really allows them to enjoy these moments. I know that when I was an athlete, my grandmother would have loved to watch every single one of my games, but unfortunately, due to the laws of nature, it was difficult for her to come out and watch our games due to her age. And the ability to watch our games on live stream was something that she would have loved. So I know that this is something that we are providing that hopefully is providing a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, and essentially bringing families together, allowing them to feel connected to their grandchildren and their children.
That's absolutely right, Noah. I think that the reality is that we are trying to make a difference in the lives of these young athletes and in their family members.
Certainly, James.
Certainly it is.
We'll see now. The Saskatchewan goaltender Morgan is having to battle the sun here as we approach sunset time here in Winnipeg. I said earlier in the day, hopefully maybe we would be using the lights. James quickly corrected me and said, no chance we'd be using the lights. It is too bright in Winnipeg at 8 o'clock. And he is right. Maybe I could go get in a quick 3 or 4 holes at my local golf course.
You know what? I've seen you golf, Noah, and I'll tell you, it takes you a lot longer than that to finish 3 or 4 holes.
It's true. I'm usually looking for your ball in the bush, James.
Very, very true.
And here's Alberta, and an infraction is committed by Team Saskatchewan. It appears it is a push.
I'm pretty sure that's not the official term, but we're going to go with that.
And Team Alberta will have another run here outside the fan.
Saskatchewan seems to be doing a much better job in this game compared to some of their previous games in really closing down that middle and not giving up constant free runs. In their earlier games today, that's really one of the challenges they had.
No, I agree with you, James. It's Saskatchewan has lost their games in large fashion, but today, in this last matchup here, they're really preparing. It seems as though they're preparing for their 4v5 play-in game tomorrow. The defense has really stifled down, limited the opportunities, like you said, put a plug in it, and now it's looking like they've really figured out some things on the defensive end. Team Alberta here with the approach. It shoots it. Crossbar. Score remains 11-1. Good pass to the middle, but deflected. Alberta will look to continue as an official. Seemingly calling something here. Time has stopped. Shifty move there. Looking for passing lanes. Inside, and a goal is scored there by Team Alberta, number 18. Once again, the great Kennedy Payne. That's, I believe, is her 4th goal of the match today. She's having a really good game today, really showcasing her talents for the viewers at home and the viewers present here today.
Well, that was one of those times. We had just spoken about Saskatchewan and how they were doing such a good job of starting to figure out how to block down that defense and really not let them just drive into the lane. But it seems like on that time, right after we said it, boom, they let them drive right through the lane and get the free shot off.
Certainly, James. You know, and as I'm looking down the roster here of Team Saskatchewan, one thing that stands out to me is they have quite an extensive coaching list. So I just want to take a second here to name a few of the coaches. We got Paige Mason, the head coach, assisted by Kaylee Perry, the manager and trainer, Bridget Pottle, as well as the trainer, Mike Messenger, as well as an assistant manager, Emily Ochstader. And this is my favorite, James. There is 2 snack parents.
Oh.
Bonnie Honage and Kayla Bruocello. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing your names.
We've just to interrupt there for a second. We've just had another goal by Team Alberta.
But the snack parent, that's pretty cool.
That's great. I mean, you know what? When we go to these tournaments, quite often we see that, you know, our kids end up eating really unhealthy and they are not doing. We end up taking them to McDonald's and things like that. So it's great when there can be a team cooler, when there can be food that is a little healthier and allow them to not be eating greasy food, because as you're needing to run out on the field, you can't be being weighed down by all that junk food.
Sir, that is true, James. I remember as Alberta sneaks in and snipes another goal. It looks like it's
Number 4.
number 4, which is that is Eva Green. And yeah, no, speaking of the team cooler, I could have used the team cooler back in my day when I used to play after a long hard day of whatever sport it was, but particularly I remember we had made the basketball final in a premier tournament, and we went for lunch. We had a nice 4-hour break. I went over to McDonald's, and I don't know if this is the similar menu in Alberta and Saskatchewan, but for myself, I ordered myself a Big Mac with a McDouble, a junior chicken, and a poutine with a large Coke. And let me tell you, I played the worst basketball game in my life, and I may have visited the trainer to assist me with hydration issues, as I was severely dehydrated from all that junk food and lack of good stuff in my body.
Bet you that wasn't the only place you visited.
No, he's not wrong, but that's the importance of a snack parent. So that's
exactly. That's what we're
iterate.
trying to get to here.
Yeah, I'm trying.
The snack parent is a very valuable member of this team.
And crucial.
Hopefully, they still give them a little bit of treats, though.
Still, although our time says 0 seconds left, that is false. There was actually 10 seconds remaining on the clock as Alberta scores another goal, getting to 15 for the match. And surely after the draw, the remaining 9 seconds will run down. And we will head to break.
One thing I noticed, Noah, is during halftime, even with the Saskatchewan girls down a significant margin, they were very excited on the bench. They were hollering like crazy, and they were having a really good time over there. They seem like they're really enjoying just competing in this national level event.
And there's the buzzer.
That ends our third quarter.
The lead is 15-1. Alberta 15, Saskatchewan 1. And we will take a quick break as we look into the incredible capabilities of our camera. We'll take a quick break, honoring our sponsors.
It's probably that
We're
sausage.
live. We're live. We're back here. Fourth quarter of action. Team Alberta faithful on the bench there. Are the teammates cheering on?
Really quickly, I just see that Fran Fawcett left a message on the chat, and she's cheering for, or the whole Fawcett family is cheering for Alberta, but appreciate the great plays that are happening on both sides of the field. And she's asked to give a special shout out to the hardworking Saskatchewan goalie. That's really an incredible insight there from Fran, and really appreciate her.
Touch the inside. Good save by Morgan Campbell. Saskatchewan goaltender, number 40. Good control by our cameraman. Possession is picked up. Nifty little move there. Cut inside. Looking for a lane. Infraction is called on Saskatchewan. Number 18.
Oh, that was a nifty shot right there. Little underhand scoop.
Not too bad there from number 10. From Team Alberta, that is the attacker Rebecca Reynolds. First time mentioning her name in this game, but we had mentioned her a lot in previous matchups. Impressive play. Maybe, possibly. It's been a long day. I don't necessarily remember all. I remember some, not all. And we are trying our best here.
They're getting going here. Saskatchewan's driving into the offensive zone. Curls back, waits for her teammates to catch up. Loses the handle but regains it. Drives through. Here he goes. Shoots.
Oh, and a big save by Cameron DePalvia, number 34 from Team Alberta.
Number 2 driving back into the center. Oh, really close. Just went wide.
The lady on the mission there is number 2, Amy Brown, the runner from Swift Current, looking like she wants to pot the second goal of the match here for Team Saskatchewan.
Looks like we got a little bit of a hold on that one there.
As I'm sure every Saskatchewan player is trying to do. Saskatchewan starts outside the fan. Fed inside. Immediate pressure, big swing. Possession is
going to Saskatchewan out at the top of the fan.
Thank you, James.
After the infraction was called by the lower ref. I think it's important we give another shout out to these officials. They've been absolutely great all day today.
I was speaking to one of the officials in the volunteer official and broadcasting partners tent, and we were talking about this next matchup, and he said that, you know, the scores have been inflated against Team Saskatchewan, but he said as he's watching, Team Saskatchewan is a heck of a team where they had a few mistakes here and there, and Team Alberta goes coast to coast, scoring their 17th goal of the match, increasing the lead to 16.
So sorry, Noah, what was the official telling you?
That Team Saskatchewan, although their scores have been inflated against them, are a very, very talented squad. Just making a few mistakes here and there that were sometimes costly. in the overall result of the match, and he was looking forward to a great match. And he did say that he really enjoyed the sour cream and onion chips that the Manitoba Lacrosse Volunteers brought in. And he said not many places bring sour cream and onion chips. And he said, I love me some sour cream and onion chips.
Okay. Good to know. Do they not have sour cream and onion chips there?
No, I think he ate them all because there was no more. And he was quite disappointed by the fact that there was no more sour cream and onion chips. And I don't blame him. I have a preference too. If they if they brought Miss Vicky's salt and vinegar, I would be a very happy man. I'll eat quite about anything, any type of chip. But he was a big fan of sour cream and onion. So I respect the game. Everyone has a preference for chip. I'd love to hear, what are the viewers like? What are your favorite types of chips? And as we call an infraction here, Team Saskatchewan will start with the ball outside of the fan. Please do let us know what your favorite type of chip is. It's like a test. Make sure you're engaged to the stream.
We'll see who's listening.
If it's no one,
Then we know you've all muted us, and because we started talking about chips.
and we wouldn't blame you one bit. And here's Team Saskatchewan. Inside. Good save there by Cameron.
You know, I would say that if she wanted to try and score on that shot, she needed to drive a little bit deeper in and get a little closer to the net.
Here comes Team Alberta. Coming down into the lane here. On that far sideline. Tough for us to see the numbers there.
The Saskatchewan player's going the wrong way, I think.
She's got it. Colin Bentley, an attentive listener. As Alberta nets another one. Number 10, Rebecca Reynolds from the attack. Colin Bentley lets us know he loves Ruffles all dressed chips. Those are his favorite. And Carrie Johnson.
It's Gary Johnson.
What did I say?
You said Carrie Johnson,
I
but it is
apologize,
Gary
Gary.
Johnson. And Gary says, can't beat a good cheesy. Well, Gary, I got to tell you, I can't get on board with that take. I'm not a big fan of cheesies myself. On the other hand, I will say that all dressed is one of my favorite types of chips. Shauna R. loves her some Miss Vicky's salt and vinegar. Oh, not anymore, she doesn't.
But when she did,
she loved her some Miss Vicky's salt and
Shauna
vinegar.
was my type of viewer, liking those salt and vinegar Miss Vicky's. They are the top tier Miss Vicky's. And Gary, I must ask, cheesies, the soft ones? Well, there's
Like the
two type-
puff ones
There's
there.
the two type of cheesies. There's
Yeah.
the puffy ones, and then there's the ones that are hard that are more like chips. The crunchy, yes.
Crunchies. So crunchies or cheesies? Cheesies, I think, are the puffy ones.
Okay, well then I cannot agree with Gary on that one. I like the crunchy ones.
Let's get back to lacrosse.
Back to lacrosse. That's a good call, Josh.
And Fran agrees salt and vinegar, so I think salt and vinegar wins.
It's Fran, but okay. You're struggling with the names, Noah. I need to call out that that's Noah that can't say names today.
I do apologize. I'm quite tired here at the end of the broadcast. It's been quite a long day.
It has been a long day in a booth all day, but we've had a good time. We've really enjoyed watching this lacrosse.
And here we are, have Saskatchewan for an infraction.
Hawkins crunchy ones.
Hawkins crunchy ones. Gary, I'm going to have
Oh.
to try those out.
Gary's coming back. He's saying the crunchy ones. They're the ones that are the better of the two types of cheesies. Hawkins, though, is not a brand I think we have here in Manitoba, is it?
No, it might be exclusive to Alberta.
Oh, really?
Don't know if that's true.
Josh, our producer, our head producer, not one of our assistant producers, will check it out.
You got 100% Hawkins.
Oh, we do have Hawkins cheeses.
Turns out.
Those are the ones. These are not bad. Those are pretty good. I may get myself some Hawkins cheesies on the way home. Some Miss Vicky's salt and vinegar. That sounds like a nutritious dinner. Team Saskatchewan on the attack here, trying to net their second goal as we pass the 6
Here she goes, here she goes, here it is. Oh.
Lost the ball, regains it. Exit, quick feed, next pocket pass. Oh, great save. Oh, and they're fighting for the ball. Great opportunity there. Some nifty passing, nice little pocket, tight, quick passes there from Team Saskatchewan.
Look out, here comes something. She's trying to find that hole right down the middle.
And she may have it. She may have it, James.
Look at her come from behind. Oh,
Oh!
What an effort by number 2. She came from way behind.
And she caught right up.
Really great effort by number 2 on Saskatchewan.
That is Amy Brown, the runner from Swift Current.
I find it interesting that on their roster, Team Saskatchewan lists all their players. Oh my goodness, what a collision. I got to stop that. There's the runner that was going in smashed directly into the goalie. The helmet went flying. That was a big collision.
Looks like everyone is okay though.
That's good to mention because people watching back home, I know I've been in the position where I've been watching sports back home, and you wonder whether that player's hurt or not. There was no malice meant when she drove to the net like that. Just lost her footing a little bit and ended up crashing directly in.
Nicole Fisher's tuning in, and she's confirming my early sentiment that the Snack Moms are awesome. And it looks like we have another goal from Team Alberta there. Doesn't even look like it is, in fact, another goal from Team Alberta. Extends the score 19-1 with 4:42 left.
I wonder if Derek is a little bit behind in the stream because right now he just called Coast to Coast number 6, but I feel like that happened a while back.
Good indeed. You won't know for another 30 minutes, though.
The draw here. Both teams look ready to attack. Saskatchewan gains possession.
There is definitely things in this game. This game is going to end up pretty lopsided score on the score sheet. But there is definitely some things that Saskatchewan... There is some things that Saskatchewan
Great
can
goal
take away
by-
from this game.
By Team Saskatchewan. Look at that. You love to see it. Goal by number 2, Amy Brown. All the teammates
The
celebrating.
entire team comes up to celebrate with the goal scorer. Even the defenders.
The entire bench ecstatic. The fans present.
The coaches with their arms in the air.
It's what you love to see in sports, isn't it, James?
Absolutely. Like the support that comes. You have to understand, as a coach, you're putting in so much time to help out these athletes. You are committed to them. And it is a real, I don't want to say sacrifice, but they give up a lot of their time. They are invested in these athletes.
Certainly are, James.
They genuinely care. And they're not doing this for massive paychecks. They're doing this because of the love of the game and the love of helping athletes get better.
.243 left in this final round robin game here at the Jenny Kyle Cup. Picked up here, Team Alberta. Around the fan.
Noah, can you confirm, was it Amy Brown who scored that goal for Saskatchewan?
It was number 2, Amy Brown. She's been very active in front of the net. Had a lot of opportunities. Finally pots one in there.
Got a shout out from Nicole Fisher on the chat.
She deserves it.
Absolutely. Amy Fisher's actually had a really strong game. She's been impactful. Amy Brown, sorry. We've had a lot of comments about her throughout this broadcast where she has actually made an impact on this game.
Coming inside. Looking for the find. Just out of reach there of Kaylee Damman. Good opportunity there.
And the Alberta player just hustled and managed to beat the Saskatchewan player back there to be in position to take control of that ball. There's 1:36 left on the clock.
Ball spinning. Possession is given to Team Saskatchewan. Team Saskatchewan with an opportunity here. Passes it. Picked up there by the defender. Coming up. Looking for a coast-to-coast opportunity. Loses the ball. Good defense by Team Saskatchewan. Team defense there. Spinorama. Put her in a laundry cycle. Wow.
Oh, but she comes back. Oh, couldn't keep that one in.
Oh. 37 seconds remain in this game. Team Alberta with another opportunity in close. Put it just wide. Kennedy at home cheering for Team Saskatchewan. Team Saskatchewan had a good match today. Played hard, so did Team Alberta.
No, I think you might have one extra goal on the board for Alberta.
Do. Really struggling with the time here. Our production team, our clock management team is struggling with the time.
There's 10 seconds left on the clock.
It's been an internal battle. And another goal scored here as time was about to expire for Team Alberta. Maybe we spoke too soon, James.
It's true.
4 seconds remaining.
And we got Kennedy joining into the chat saying, Yahoo, go chat, go Sask, go.
Already mentioned.
It was already mentioned.
I guess I should pay closer attention to what you guys are talking about then.
And we'd like to say thank you for joining us here in this matchup. If you enjoy the comment, be sure to leave a like the video. If you've enjoyed the live stream, the broadcast of this matchup, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for the future games here. Looks as though we'll have a Team Saskatchewan Ontario battle tomorrow morning, first matchup of the day, followed by a so-called lunch break, and then subsequently followed by the second place and the third place of the round robin match, as well as the first versus 4
Which
matchup.
will be Alberta against Manitoba in that second game.
It's bound to be some exciting games. Team Saskatchewan and Team Alberta returning to their respective goalies. Look at Team Saskatchewan, though.
Look at the hustle to go back and cheer on that goalie.
They're excited. They're happy for their game they played.
They definitely showed improvement versus their previous 3 games.
Certainly, James. I wish I could say the same about your golf game, but unfortunately I cannot. There's a close-up on Team Alberta, the victors of tonight's matchup.
We hope you'll all tune in tomorrow, and we will see you then. And we're gonna be having this going on all day tomorrow and all day on Monday as well. Let's take one more look at our sponsors here.
On August 2nd, 95 athletes from across our great nation will embark upon the city of Winnipeg with the goal of winning the Jenny Kyle Cup National Lacrosse Championship. Watch all of the action live on Red River Streams, bringing the game to you. The action starts now.